Yeah, everyone, it's me, Wedge Bruthane. And last time, on Tavern in the Caverns, Ashinoruri, myself, and the Purifiers found ourselves in quite the mess. After battling with the Yaksha in the sewers, the Shimaran forces stationed in the ruins found themselves being attacked by more Yaksha. With the ruins in complete disarray, we were forced to move through the ruined streets, while being forced to live a real nightmare, if you ask me. The things we've seen, just horrendous. These bastards will pay for what they did to Biggs. However, upon our retreat, we found ourselves cornered and surrounded by the Yaksha. Luckily, we were able to hide ourselves from them within an abandoned house within the alleyways of the ruins. There was one Yaksha that looked similar to the one we found in the sewers, but it was able to phase in and out of existence. A terrifying scene, and definitely terrifying enough to make all of us break a sweat with fear. Especially Roroi Royce. Luckily, we weren't caught despite it almost catching on to us. I'm afraid that our nightmare is far from over and that the Amiwa Ruins are lost. There's nothing else that we can do but continue our retreat out of here. Episode 76, Escaping Terror, Part 2.
So you all have healed up with your short rest, got some of your spells back, and Stella, unfortunately, you do not get any of your bardic inspiration use back unless you have a long rest. But as the party has covered up those windows and blocked parts of the door, you're all sitting there for the most part silently. Roy's fucking seeing shit that he's never seen before, so he is shook. He himself said he was crying a little bit, but I'm gonna give you guys this opportunity to have a bit of role play aspect. You're waiting a couple hours. You think that's the smarter play. You know the city or the ruins are under attack right now. Waiting a couple hours for things to die down might actually be beneficial for your escape, because right now the streets are flooded, as you've seen with the enemies. You have not spotted any Koldarians walking around yet, but you do remember there were two that you fought down below. You've only seen the Yaksha at this current moment. But Wedge, he is going to sit down. You see, he takes his helmet off. He is sweating. He's finally having a moment to himself to mourn the death of his friend Biggs that you all lost down in the sewers, the bugbear. And as he takes his helmet off, you can see, he's got this braided long black hair. Again, he's got this black beard that's braided. And he just sits there sweating as he looks at the rest of you. He's got this tan skin to him.
I can't believe what we're seeing right now. You're the Purifiers, right? Have you ever seen Yaksha in this number before?
Mm-mm.
Not since the war. Not since the Field of Carnage.
I've never seen anything like this. And I don't want to see anything like this.
Wedge looks over at Roroi.
Are you all right there, my friend?
Yeah.
You look like you've seen a ghost. I don't blame you. What we just witnessed is worse than seeing a ghost. We'll make it out of here alive, I promise. If my name ain't Wedge Bruthane, then I ain't nothing.
He's kind of just talking to himself. He's
monologuing to himself.
Yeah, he's just talking to himself at this point. He's trying to, his brain right now is trying to collect all the data that has just gone through it. This stuff he has never seen in his life. He's processing it all, right? He just lost one of his best friends. And meanwhile, Ashinoruri, she takes a seat as well. She puts her glaive down and her katana down on the floor. She takes her helmet off, and you can see now, because the helmet has this face mask that's attached to it, so you can actually now see her face. She's got these thick, bushy eyebrows that are tilted in a way where it makes her look like she's always pissed off. And she has this long black hair and green eyes, and she just sits there and lets out a sigh. She's just not talking to you guys. She's just thinking to herself, trying to plan the next escape route as she's just sitting there. What are the four of you doing? And Wedge is now just talking to himself. He is processing shit.
Yome is like pacing back and forth and like playing with her fingers, and she's like, I really should have stayed at home. I should have stayed on the shrine. I've messed up. I made a huge mistake.
Oh, it's not all that bad. We're still alive.
Stella,
Just
She
relax.
doesn't know this, but you came back from dead. That doesn't mean we're going to. So
Stella keeps pulling her rapier out in different poses and then sheathing it.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm raring to go. I mean, look what they did to those guys out there, pulling their arms off. We can't let that run wild. I know we're outnumbered, but they're a bunch of dumb rats. They got the power in numbers, but we're the purest fucking fire. Besides, we gotta prove to that guy with the zone of truth. I hate that guy, but we gotta prove to him
guy hates us too.
that we're the ones.
Mr. Strung Out.
Yep, Mr. Strung Out. Oh, I'll try
That guy
not to
needs a vacation.
try not to pay attention to Mr. Strung Out. He has enough problems on his own. Houta is threatening to pull his pipe out and smoke Smurfs, but he puts it
they'll
away.
smell us.
Yeah, that's why he puts it
Oh
away.
yeah, don't do that.
But he threatened it though.
We can't hide in this musty old building forever.
He puts the pipe in his mouth to feel comfortable though. There's nothing in it.
Why can't we?
He's just,
He's
hey, you all
going
right over there?
crazy.
Hey, calm down over there now.
I just wanted to field test my armor. Didn't expect all this.
Oh, you in deep now, bro.
Oh, you're getting your field test for you.
I don't even have my armor.
Still getting the field test.
Where your armor?
My mom was right.
Wait, what?
Not the mom being right.
Oh shit! He pulled out the mom.
And what exactly was she right about?
That I wasn't cut out for this.
Oh, yeah. He puts his pipe away.
Thanks
You
for the confidence.
you may be meek, naive, young, and get knocked out in almost every fight you're in, but you never gave up. And that's some pure fucking fire.
She puts her fist out.
Pound it.
Yeah, I'll throw my
He shyly pounded back.
He throws his fist out there.
Wedge looks at you all bumping fists and shit, and he slowly just raises one of his hands. He pulls out one of his flasks with alcohol, and he just takes a swig. And he just holds it out. Any one of you want a swig of this?
By the time he pulled that flask out, Hota's nose was already in the air. Just, what you got there? What you drinking?
A special brew that comes from my family. I am Wedge Bruthane, after all.
And he just holds one over towards Roroi.
Listen here, boy. You may be shaking the shit out of your pants right now, but look, we're in a time of war and we've seen some shit. The fact that you're still alive and you're still fighting means more than what I can say for the scared motherfuckers that ran off and retreated before they even saw combat. So your mother might be right, but at least you can say you stood your ground and fought.
He holds the flask towards Roroi.
Take a swig. This is a special brew from my family. This is the last bit of it that I have. I think you'll like it.
I never really drank before, but
You better drink now. You're going to need it.
Such a nerd.
he is a nerd. He go ahead and takes a swig.
You make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God. Roll fire.
Because it's your first, make me with a disadvantage.
Man, we can't be carrying this dude.
Oh.
Woo-wee.
Oh.
Oh, disadvantage?
Yeah,
It's not that bad.
because this is his
That's
first
still
time
pretty
drinking.
good,
That's
yeah.
still good. So you had
Yeah.
a natural 20 on the first with a 25, but then he rolled a 13. So you take a swig of it, and at first you hate it. It does not taste good, but as it goes down your throat, it is smooth, and the aftertaste begins to taste fairly good to you. It's at first it hits you hard like a rock, but afterwards you're like, okay, it's not that bad. And it has a bit of a strong fruity taste to it. The aftertaste, anyways.
Oh man, I didn't realize what I was missing.
This is a special brew my pops made back at the Tura Mountains when I was growing up. Fortunately, I've already gone through all the 3 flasks that I've had. This is the 3rd one. It's the last. And I can't get any more. After we were forced to retreat from Aloria, this was all I had left. I don't even know if my family is still alive, but I'm willing to share it with all of you because this could be our last day alive. Would you like to try this, Houta?
Oh no, keep it for yourself. It's the last of it. I have me herbs if I need it.
Well, I'm willing to share it. Like I said, I've had the other 2 flasks to myself. Plus, being a brew thane, we take pride in our alcohol and what we brew up. I'd like to see what you think.
Oh, what? Oh, no, pass here. I'll take a sip.
He gives you the flask.
He takes a furtive sip, just to get the flavor in his mouth.
Again, it hits you hard at first, but the aftertaste is smooth and sweet.
Oh my. What have you been all me life?
Yeah, it's a special brew from the Turo Mountains of Aloria. You'll never see it again. At least, not until the war is over.
He hands it back. Well, I guess we have to end this war quickly now, won't we?
By the Omnikami, damn straight we do.
He chuckles with him.
What about you 2? Would you like a swig of this?
That's Stella and
Could pour
Yome.
my portion out for Biggs.
Oh, damn. Pour one out for the homie?
Well, yeah. R.I.P. But I can't say this to be my last drink. I ain't dying until I finish my album.
And she turns. Now you know that cape blowing.
Cape blowing.
In that dirty ass building.
Yep.
He puckers his lips a bit like he's proud to hear one.
Pour out one for Biggs, the homie. And he looks over at Yome. Would you like a swig of this? Shrine Maiden.
Is it anything like sake?
Similar, but I would say sweeter. Goes down a lot smoother than sake.
Actually, fuck it. No, I do need it. Okay. She takes it. She takes a giant gulp.
Okay, make me a constitution. Does Yome drink at all?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay, just make me one without disadvantage. Just a normal constitution saving throw.
Jesus fucking
You
Christ.
lied.
You liars.
She doesn't drink
Oh,
on it. She got a 4.
So
She wanted to look cool. The peer pressure was too much.
Now we gotta carry this bitch.
Yome, it
I'm
hits
not-
you.
I don't weigh that much. It's fine.
It hits
I
you
do got heavy armor.
like a sack of rocks, man. A bag of rocks.
A sack of rocks.
Sack- a
I
sack
got
of
sacked
rocks.
in the face. Sack out of my face.
It hits you hard, but I mean, again, it goes down smooth and sweet, but you can feel it. It is a high percentage of alcohol. It begins to hit you. You're not drunk or wasted.
Does she get swirly anime eyes? Like, oh.
You get a little bit of a tipsiness to it, though. You almost throw it up, I would say.
She definitely
Like
coughs a lot.
you definitely are coughing. You almost hack it out, but you guys see some of it drip from her mouth as she's coughing it out and about to throw up. You get
the
that
only drip I got
you
is
get
from
some
my
of that-
mouth.
that
Damn.
bile from your stomach comes up. You know
Ew.
when when you're about to throw up and it comes in your mouth, but then it goes back
Yeah,
down.
I do know that feeling.
That's
Can you shut up?
exactly what happens.
Stella looks disgusted.
Are you sure you drank before?
Nothing this strong.
Like I said, my friend.
I'm gonna lay
Very
down.
high alcohol.
Lay down. We already took a rest. Come on, look alive.
She sits down.
And Wedge just
We went ready to kick some ass. What's going on?
Ass kicking. We are not kicking any ass after a short rest. Are you high? Did you
High as I
smoke?
can be.
Did you smoke Hota's pipe? Did you smoke his pipe?
That's none of your damn business.
I feel paranoid. I didn't even smoke it. Shit.
Sheena, Holt is over there looking at Sheena. Oh,
For
Sheena.
what?
What's
Divert thine eyes. Why are you worried about her?
what's going on over there? You all right?
Wedge looks over at her too.
Yeah. Would you like a chug of this?
And you see she looks over, she takes it and just takes a swig of it. And she just delicious.
No, what'd she roll?
I'll make a roll. Here, I'll do it so y'all can see it. 1 second. 21.
He said, oh, okay. I was like, nothing showed up. I was like, how did you roll so we can't see? He said, I'll do it so y'all can see it. It's blacked out because I'm the DM. Fuck you.
You all see it right there. It's a 21.
I can see it now.
She takes it and, again, she lets out a sigh. It's always going to be good. Thank you, Wedge. And she looks at the rest of you. Well, while you all have been resting and thinking, I have devised our next escape route. It's going to be tricky, but I think we can pull it off. We just have to do it before sunrise. What do y'all think? And she takes out a piece of paper from her bag, and she begins to draw a map. And as she draws a map, she draws it in adequate detail of the streets that are next to you, the names of the streets, what block is what block, and she draws an arrow along the path that she wants to take you all out of the city.
Is my character better at directions than I am?
Possibly.
I hope, because I'm bad at reading that kind of map. So I don't know.
She places
we got Google Maps in here, dog? Or?
Right. She places the map down on the floor and she points down at it. I want you all to take a look at this and tell me what you think. This is going to be the safest, in my opinion, and not the fastest route, but definitely the safest. And she's giving you a route that takes you around the ruins. Again, it's not the fastest route out, but it's the route that makes the most sense, that gives you the most coverage so you can stealth out of the city. And as she puts the map down, she just looks at you guys. What do you all think?
And Stella grabs the map and lifts it up. It's upside down.
Looks okay to me.
Ashina looks at you. Stella, it's upside down.
She turns it.
Mm-hmm.
She still doesn't know, but
Mm-hmm.
And that here.
Bet, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, these plans are. You thought about this already? What are you doing after this?
You don't give up, do you?
No time like the present.
There are much better times.
I'm talking to Ashina, though.
Can you turn them down so we can move on?
What I'm doing after this is I'm reporting to Mizuno Amari of what happened here, and Lord Oshiro. They need to know exactly what's going on. I don't know if our allies know that the ruins were ransacked by a group of Yaksha, an army at that.
Fantastic. We'll get some steak afterwards. Now about this map here.
Toto, what is wrong with you?
What are you talking about?
She said no.
Oh. Hey, yeah, no.
It's not technically true. She didn't say no, but she feels like it's no.
I don't use feelings. I'm a man, damn it.
That's the problem. You suck. Sit down. Quit talking to her. Leave her alone.
Yeah,
Don't worry, you'll have your turn.
I don't want my turn.
Tell me more about these routes.
She takes the map back. Of course, I know these ruins like the back of my hand. I am from Amiwa, after all. Biggs just nods his head.
She ain't lying. Back when Aloria was ransacked by the Koldarians, Biggs and I had to retreat from Aloria. That's how we met Ashina Ruri. She was part of the militia here. We became great friends on the battlefield. She knows this city like the back of her hand. I trust her directions. I'm going to tell you, she knows more about these ruins than any of us here. Does anyone else? Have any of you been here to Amiwa before?
No.
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 Exactly. So I think her plan of escape is going to be the best. Also, as you all can see, it gives us the most cover. The last thing we want is to be spotted by that weird phase shifting Yaksha that I've never seen before in my life.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with that thing.
Nope.
And I know I don't mind fighting some of those rat Yaksha here and there, but I do not want to go against whatever that creature was. Good thing you burnt it down below, Stella.
Some things I get a bad feeling about. And I got a feeling we'll see him again.
I do too. But I will say, once we get out of here, we definitely have to inform the allies of what's going on. I foresee some terrible things happening if the main forces aren't aware of this.
Yeah, at this rate, they'll wipe this entire town out.
I don't think that's all happening. All right, so when shall we execute this plan?
Ashina looks out one of the windows that you've blocked, and she still sees that the alleyway is barren. And she looks back at you all. I say in about an hour, we try to make our escape. What do you all think?
Houta nods and then sits down to rest a little.
All right.
Stella sits down too.
I miss Omug.
Ashina looks over as soon as you say Omug at Stella. You know Omug?
Hmm?
That's a friend of mine. How is he doing?
Good last time I saw. You super helpful in our last fight with the Yaksha.
Is he still being a big oaf as he normally is?
He's
For
no
sure.
wolf.
I can't wait to tell him that Roroi cried.
Oh no.
I'm weak.
You can't fall in battle when you're with Omug. He'll never let it down.
I know he's so childish.
Roy just sits quietly, kind of scooting back from the conversation.
Damn.
How did you all meet Omug? On the battlefield?
When all the purifiers met up, he was kind of put with our group.
Yeah, all of his friends died, and then we ran into him.
Yeah, he was hurt, and we healed him, and then fought the Yaksha that attacked him in his group.
Well, you have my thanks for helping Omug. He's a great friend of mine. Him and I served Mizuno Amari as loyal guards at that. Her loyal guards, I mean. Did they say why he didn't join you on this mission? I'm sure he had other pressing matters to attend to that Mizuno Amari probably sent him on.
He had to join another group. He couldn't join us.
That is the life of a purifier. I'm no purifier. Neither is Wedge or neither was Biggs. We're just military folk here serving the army, trying to protect the lands from the Koldarians. You all should know the Yaksha more than any of us. What kind of Yaksha did you fight with, Omug? Whether they rat Yaksha like the ones we're fighting now?
Oh, do I wish. We
fought a spider and some Yaksha in the water.
What about the owlbear?
Oh, ew, that thing was disgusting.
An owlbear Yaksha. I
It
have
could
not
fly.
seen one that could fly.
It was
Well,
corrupted owlbear Yaksha.
Now that's a story for the children to scare them out of their boots.
Mhm.
But I guarantee that owlbear Yaksha was nothing like we're seeing here in the streets of Amiwa, phasing
Oh.
in and out.
Oh, I'll take the corrupted owlbear, thank you.
For 300, Alex.
For 300.
Cue Jeopardy music. So as you all rest and have conversations about Omug and whatnot, you all learn that Shinodori was definitely, one of Omug's friends, and she's also one of Mizuno Amari's friends, and you just found out that she's one of her loyal guards as well. And Omug apparently served as one of Mizuno Amari's loyal guards at some point, or still is, according to Ashina. But as you all rest there for the final hour, is there anything else you want to talk about or do before you make your grand escape out of the ruins?
I can't think of nothing.
Guess during that last hour, he's trying to hide himself from the conversation. Roroi was spending a little bit of an hour kind of putting some more of the Stella's studded leather armor together.
Okay, so you are putting more of that armor together that hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Make me a skill check. I would say sleight of hand skill check.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Dookie.
Does it explode?
So
This is not very good at
So
things.
as he is working on the leather armor, you all can see Roroi cuts himself on accident. Nothing that is going to harm him in any major way, but he's having a hard time. Roroi, you're just so stressed from the current situation that you can't concentrate on the armor making at this point.
Oh, man. Do you need some of my herbs to help calm you down?
No, the last thing he needs to do is smoke and drink in the same day.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. He's gonna just forget he ever said that.
That's a nasty little cut. You okay?
It's not the first time I cut myself.
Oh.
First time I've seen it. You seem to have a pretty steady hand up until now.
Mhm.
You still scared of rats?
Just the situation is a little different.
Mm.
You don't cut yourself often, do you?
No,
All right. Oh, I thought I had to get you some padded walls.
I don't get it.
Oh, never mind.
Well, as you all continue to have your conversations, the hour passes fairly quickly. And as the time comes, Ashina puts her helmet back on, as well as Wedge, and they grab their weapons and they both walk towards the door. And she looks back at the rest of you. It's time. Are we prepared?
Absolutely.
I
Very
was
well.
born ready.
So as she does so, she is going to slowly crack the door open, and she takes a look outside into the alleyway. She looks both ways, and she quickly raises a hand and she motions for the group to follow. As she steps out, she begins to make her way back towards the west, where you were originally heading towards. She does not want to go back towards the square that you guys came from. And Wedge and her begin to walk to the west. And as you all follow, I'm going to reveal the next map. I'm not going to reveal the entire map because you can't see everything, but you should see the streets at least. Can you see the streets?
Mm-hmm.
You're coming out of an alleyway, as I mentioned, so you're on the top left of the map. But as you make your way out of the alleyway, Ashinori stops you guys, and she pauses for a moment, and she's going to take a perception. Houta, you're in the front, as well as Wedge. Make me a perception check.
Oh, bad roll.
All right. So as you're looking around, all you can see is to your left and ahead of you. So there are two pathways you can take. There's a street that heads to your left and a street that goes straight forward. And what you can see are two Yaksha. With a 6, you can see them. They're not hiding or anything. They're standing out there in the middle of the streets. There are two rat Yaksha that seem to be patrolling. They're both turned away from the party. But in the center of this area that looks like a housing quarters, there's housing all around this building. There's a giant center building that looks like a abandoned warehouse. It's about 2 stories high, standing at about 30 feet, if not 40 feet high. The windows and whatnot seem to be intact. There's a couple of doors that you could get into the warehouse, but you don't know what's in it. But you have to go around the warehouse to see the bottom right of the map. So you can't see past the warehouse, basically, Houta.
All right.
You can't see basically the Yaksha on the right of the map. You don't know it's there. You can't see it.
Houta just points with his fingers at two Yaksha. That's basically it. Can't see shit.
All right. So with that, you guys can see there are 2 paths you can take. And according to Ashinori's map and her directions, you all need to travel directly south past the warehouse where I am pinging in the very bottom middle of the map. That is where you have to make it to leave this particular area of the city. She's going to take lead. Everyone make me perception checks now for hearing something potentially.
We just all deaf, huh?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So Stella with a 6, Yome with a 9, Roroi with a 5, Houta with a 13. So none of you hear this except for Houta, as you're all about to slowly try and sneak through these streets. Houta, you hear it's very faint. You don't hear it all that well. The sounds are coming from the warehouse that are in the center of this area.
Mm-hmm.
You have to walk past. What you can hear sounds like muffled screaming, as if someone was screaming in pain. You can't exactly pinpoint where in the warehouse. You have a general idea it's coming from the warehouse, though. No one else hears it but you.
Wait, I'm hearing screaming in the warehouse. Almost sounds like someone's being tortured.
Are you suggesting we go save them?
I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. It's up to you guys if you want to go.
Wedge,
He's looking up at the roof that's next to him and stroking his chin.
Wedge looks at you, Houta.
You said you heard some screaming. Perhaps some of the Shimaran soldiers that were taken. Maybe it's them, and that it's coming from that building over there, right? The center building?
Aye.
What do you guys think? Our allies are in trouble. Perhaps we can save them. That might give us, some help on the way out of the city. What do you all think?
Damn
What
it.
if that thing's in there?
We have to try. I have to try. I can't leave him. I was thinking about it.
Oshina looks over her shoulder at the group. If there are soldiers there captive, we should save them. We wouldn't want anyone to leave us behind. If that thing is in there, then, well, perhaps we make it a break for it. What do you all think?
I'm with the idea.
Guess we don't got a choice.
She puts her thumbs up nervously.
So as you guys are talking, the two Yaksha that were patrolling, the one to your left continues walking eastwards, and it goes around the corner of the warehouse where you can't see it any longer. The other continues to walk south around the corner as well to where you can't see it either. So I'm going to go ahead and say, before we do initiative, go ahead and we'll say who wants to do what. There are two windows. You can peek into the warehouse to your left, where I'm pinging on the map to the north side of the warehouse. There is also a window to the west of the warehouse where I'm pinging near the party. The main doors to get into the warehouse that you can currently see, there looks like there are doors on the west side of the warehouse further down the street in front of you. There could be other entrances, but the main door, from what it looks like, is to the left or straight ahead, and there's two windows you could peek through and possibly sneak into if you decide to try. What are you doing?
I want to peek into the north window.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and click on your character and roll initiative for me. Stella with a 17, Houta with a 12, Roy with a 2. Roy still
He's too
scared.
scared.
He's still scared, man. And I'll roll for the NPCs. They got a 7.
Oh god, I thought you said Al Rose for a second there. I was about to say, where's he?
Al Rose! I hate the mayor.
I hate the mayor.
Poor Al Rose. He's still dead.
Oh, he ain't coming back.
He's still dead.
He's still dead.
Yep.
Yome with a 14. Poor Al Rose. He tried.
I know. He'll try again if he was ever alive and die again.
He's gonna come back hating someone new, though. You killed the mayor.
Yep.
I hate a virus.
He's gonna find somebody else to hate.
All right, so we have Stella, Yome, Houta, NPCs, and then Roroi. So Stella, you have the first go. What are you doing? Remember, the Yakshas seem to be patrolling the area, so you definitely have to be careful. But you have the first round or the first turn of the round. Your call.
Doesn't seem like where I'm at I can move very far.
Remember, you can use an action to dash, which doubles your movement, but that obviously uses your main action. But you can decide to do that.
So you said it doubles my movement.
Yes. So if your movement's 30, for example, it turns into 60.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and try to go to this. Is this a door or window?
That's the door to the west side of the warehouse.
And this is the window?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to see if I can.
All right, peek into the window.
Yeah, is it broken or open?
No, the windows are intact, but they're glass windows, so you can see through it.
Okay.
They're all closed. The two are closed, but I'm going to reveal parts of that. Maybe a perception check. All right, so you have a 10. So all you can see through this window is in front of you. What inside? You definitely see several barrels, boxes. It's definitely some kind of warehouse, a storage warehouse of some kind as you're peeking in. But you notice with a 10, you only notice some blood along the floor down to the right, but you can't see past the wall. There seems to be a wall. You can't see around the corner of this wall, but you see some blood on the floor. Other than that, it's a bunch of barrels, crates, just a warehouse of storage from that window.
Well, she's gonna duck down underneath the window pane and just crouch and wait for someone else to reveal what they see.
Okay.
She looks back at the group and shakes her head no.
Okay. Yome, what are you doing?
No window too. You guys.
This is the window of the north here where I'm
I don't
pinging.
know if I can reach that. I can't reach all the way.
You
I can
can
only.
dash with
here.
your movement if you want.
Oh, okay.
With your action, you just won't be able to.
But then I can't look in.
No, you can look in. You just can't cast like an standard action spell or something.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. So your action, you dash to the window, you look in, make me a perception. See what you see. Ooh, that's a good one. 17. So Yome, as you come around the window, you take a peek in. I will reveal what you can see. The warehouse is not dark, by the way. You would assume it would be darkened with no lights. There are lights coming from the warehouse. Yome, because of the way there's walls and stuff in the warehouse, this is all you can see.
I
So-
see some cloaked dudes.
So what you see, again, parts of the warehouse is rubble, rubbish, things lying around. However, you do notice 3 individuals standing around. They're not on the map, but the 3 individuals are, the 3 guys are on the map, but what you don't see on the map that I'm about to describe, you see equipment that looks like it's straight out of a laboratory, a chemist or an alchemist of some kind. You see several test tubes that are connected to barrels of liquid, similar to the test tubes that are coming out of that child from down below in the sewers. You see equipment that are connected to these tubes. And what you can see are 3 men that are in robes walking around as if they were experimenting on something or someone. You see several trails of blood on the floor inside because it's well lit. And there is one of the fallen Shimaran samurai who is in the middle of the 3 individuals. He is hooked up to a table. He's strapped down. And you can see he is screaming in pain. He is feeling all kinds of pain due to the torture that it looks like they're doing to him. He's got these test tubes connected into his skin, into his body. And it looks like these 3, quote unquote, alchemists of some kind are pumping him full of these liquids. And with that, your only assumption is that the individuals possibly are Koldarians. You can't tell. They're not wearing any regalia or emblems that would represent Koldar, but they are all just straight up regular dude. They're like 3 humans. And they don't look terrified at all, which is very questionable because you're in ruins that is being ransacked by Yaksha. So that's what you see. This poor
Can
guy
I see
on
the summon circle or no?
You see part of this. Yeah, you can see part of the summoning circle. To the very far south of the warehouse, you can see a portion of a glowing circle. Your general thoughts are it's a summoning circle like you saw down below in the sewers because it looks exactly what you saw in the sewers in terms of the summoning circle.
Okay, so Yome looks back at the group and she's got her face is like drained of color and her eyes are like real wide. And I don't know how to signal that shit's going down, but that's what she does. She's like, nah. All right, so she's playing charade. She's like 3. All right. And then she puts up 3 fingers and then she's like stabbing herself with tubes. You guys, you have no idea what's going on. She doesn't want to say anything. She's scared because that's some shit that's about to go down. And then she starts making like a circle with her hands, and then she like puts her hand coming up like we're teleporting. Pew pew pew. Did you guys get any of that or no?
Houta's looking at Wedge. Oh, it's a little too late to get freaky, and when the town's being overrun.
Wedge looks over at Houta.
She's like goatsy, you know. No.
Wedge looks at Houta and Ashina.
By the Omni Kami, I have no clue what the hell she's talking about. Maybe
But
we
she
should
looks
go and
scared.
see.
I guess Roroi will try to figure out what she's trying to say.
What can I roll?
Make me a
Performance?
yeah. Well, let me look at the sheet real quick. I'd say do it. Give me a straight up intelligence check.
Well, that's rude.
Because you're trying to
That feels rude.
okay,
What
you have
about-
a 15.
What about myself? To see if I can figure it out.
0.
Roy, I would just say, Roy, make me an investigation check to
Okay.
see. Okay, 15. Roy,
We are understanding each other. No one
Roy's
else
understanding. Yeah, everyone else is confused as fuck. Roy is getting it.
It takes 2 idiots to understand it.
Well, 2 people from the same island.
Yes, they're both from the same island.
Yeah. You know, and she's like drawing the circle, like there's summon circle there, and then she's like, there's 3 dudes, cloaks, they hate the mayor. This dude has tubes.
Nah, Houta's not rolling no intelligence check. He's taking it He's taking it the wrong way, man. He thinks she's doing some freaky stuff
She's
in
like,
front of that
they
window.
are fucking in there. Yeah.
You guys don't understand what she's saying.
Like she's stabbing herself with 3 fingers, man. I'm not. We got the wrong idea.
She tries to look like the child that we saw in the box. Like,
Oh, it's even worse. It's even
like a hole
worse.
in my chest.
She's doing the Michael Jackson Thriller right now.
Yeah. Her eyes are like super wide. Like, yeah, all you see is like little black dots, and she's like, "We're gonna die." Like, cut it out. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's Yome's turn. Houta, what are you doing? It's your
Well, he was gonna run next to Yome, but he's kind of scared now. But anyway, he's gonna use his bonus action of cunning action to dash over there though.
Okay.
So he still have an action. Guess right here is good. I guess.
Throw something in the window.
He's gonna whisper, "Is the window locked?"
She looks back at him again with her spooky face of like super wide eyes and black dots, and she's like, "I didn't try it."
Oh Jesus! Step aside. He's gonna try to see if the window's locked. If it isn't, he's gonna jimmy it.
You are gonna call them over here, you psycho.
Make me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, it is.
A 12. You're able to slowly raise the window. It is not locked. Now make me a stealth to see how noisy you might be doing it.
Ooh, become the wind.
14.
Yes, that's a light
You're-
breeze.
You're able to do it without them noticing you.
I got 20 more feet of movement with that. So,
Also, as you're doing so, you see exactly what she was trying to convey. You see the samurai being tortured with liquid being forced into his body and these 3 dudes standing there.
Does it make sense now, or are you still confused?
he's side eyeing her. He's turning his head over his shoulder, side eyeing her, and squints. That's all you get from him.
He's like, "I told you."
He still thinks what you were doing was freaky.
Is that all you do, Houta?
Yes.
So you jump through the window, sneakily go into the building, but you hide behind one of the walls.
Yep. He's like ducking down behind a barrel.
All right, I'll keep you with that 14 stealth. All right, so the NPCs, they're gonna rush in. Wedge comes behind Stella to try and give you some support, and then Ashina is gonna go where Yome is, and that's all they can do. Roy, what are you doing?
He's gonna get behind Stella for cussing himself. Like, "Look, I don't want to do this, but I guess." And he's gonna get right there.
All right, so you come up towards Stella and Wedge on the other window, heading into the warehouse. And with that, Stella, it is now your turn. What are you doing? Are you going to attempt to open the window, or are you going to go to that door, or what you doing? You can see Houta just jumped in through the other window. You can see him walking in there now.
He looked like a burglar when he did it too.
Weak. Yeah, I might as well try to open it.
All right, make me a sleight of hand. 16. The window comes right up.
Damn.
Oh!
Damn.
Wow.
You see, she just throws the window up, dives through it, does a roll into the building. Fucking Ricky Maru type shit here.
Yep.
She rolls in between these 2 barrels.
Hell, you snuck up on me.
Yup. All right. Anything else, Stella?
I am going to hold my action.
Okay. What is your action that you're holding? Do you know what you're gonna do?
Actually, no. I need to see the rest of the map.
Okay. So as you enter the warehouse, you can now hear the screaming even more. It is as if it's right around the corner. This poor soldier is getting tortured as fuck. Yome, your turn.
Are we just all gonna roll in these windows? Is that the plan right now?
Maybe you want.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking of, making, an illusion, make it seem like someone was banging on that front door. So they could just go to it. We could at least all get in the building at that point. But I think it would be smart for at least one person to be outside of it to keep watch.
They are still patrolling out there though.
Yeah, there's 3 of them, but they're at maybe somebody get on the roof.
I don't have a way to throw anything anywhere. Like, I don't have like a distraction.
Oh, yeah, that's why I was holding my action potentially.
Oh, we ain't about to neck these dudes.
I mean, we could do that too. They do deserve it.
Oh,
I just want to make sure one of those big things isn't in there.
Yeah, you can't see everything in the warehouse right now. I mean,
Nick.
Yome, you could always pick up a rock or a pebble or something and throw it as a distraction. You don't have to cast anything or have a skill for that.
That's too close to me. Do you not see my Anya scared face? That's Yome right now. That's the face she's making while she was trying to describe what's going on. All right, what do I have to roll to get in this goddamn window? Or do you think I should
Make me a
'cause
stealth,
There's
'cause
two
you're-
people outside still.
Yeah, you make a stealth to get through without being noisy. Because I mean, you are within
It's already
their,
open.
you are within their view if they turn around and notice you. So-
Mm.
oh my god, another nat 20 on stealth.
Yome
Yome
looks
summons
right into that window like you don't even know. She is not getting caught. Got
she
her fucked
summons
up.
the inner Omni Kami fox spirit into her.
I could summon spiritual weapon and put it by the door, but I don't think it can knock on the door. I guess
mean,
it could
it
knock on the
could.
door.
It can attack physical
It
objects.
just
so
like
yes.
taps on the door.
Yeah, you can have it attack the door. Yeah, if you want, that's up to you.
I could do that. Then we could come behind all of them. Yeah.
You could. It's up to you.
Someone's getting to tempt you.
Yeah, we gotta get the drop on these fools.
All right. So yeah, put the. I just summoned spiritual weapon. I can do it 60 feet from me, so I'm gonna do it at the door.
Okay. Blue
It's a
icon.
bonus action, so that's fine, right?
Yeah. Okay. So you summon your
Um,
spiritual weapon outside the door outside. Okay.
Yeah. Should she knock now or should she wait? Well, if I knock now, it'll still go through everyone else's turn first, right? Or no?
Oh, let me make a roll for them. They have a 9, so I'd say if you do it now, they'd go before the NPCs in Roroi.
Well, I guess that's.
Choose wisely.
I'm afraid they're gonna run out and fuck up Roy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm afraid if they knock now, Roy's gonna like. They're gonna rush out and be like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And then like Wedge and Roy are there, and they're just gonna fucking clap. I'm scared for them.
You can wait. You can wait. You don't have to knock now.
What do you guys think? Should I wait? Or is Houta about to go do some shit though?
Uh-huh.
So do you want me to knock now?
I mean, the
then-
spiritual weapon can go down there and knock on that window instead of the door. It'll just
on the bottom window.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
a window further down to the south.
That might be too far though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, we can do it. We could do that instead. What do you want, Houta? Tell me.
Hota's gonna sneak behind this guy, take him by the mouth, cover his mouth, and put my sword in his back.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a lot of rolls for you to fuck up.
What? Just covering his mouth and then put my sword in his back?
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of sneaky rolls you gotta make.
You know that?
there.
Yep.
Oh,
He's a
I know
rogue.
it.
That's that sneak attack.
I've played Metal Gear Solid. I
Oh,
know
I got
it.
that sneak attack ready too. Let me
Alright.
tell you.
Then I won't knock yet. Yeah, because that'll fuck it up.
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
You can hold your action and say, "I'll do it" as soon as Houta finishes his action.
There you go.
That-
So
Let's
you
do
want it by
that.
the window instead, or the
window's
door?
Safer.
Up to you.
Yeah, I think it isolates that last one. He's likely the one that's going to go up to
Because
it.
I feel like
Then that leaves only
Roy's
one
gonna
to be
get
taken.
fucked up if I knock on the door. I'm
Okay.
scared for him.
All right. So you have it appear next to the window.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So you hold your.
My-
All right. So that's Yome's turn. She's holding the spiritual weapon. Houta, what are you doing?
Houta is going to do exactly what he prophesied. And he's going to sneak up behind this guy.
Make me a stealth check.
You got it. All right, Houta, we need to be one with each other. All right, same mind. That's not the same mind.
That's a fart.
Oh no!
You kick a barrel?
I might have tripped over a barrel too.
He said, "I got my sneak attack ready."
You got
Well, shouldn't he have
Advantage?
Wait.
advantage?
Right, he's behind him.
Roll it again. I'll give you advantage.
Oh, all right, Houta. All right, it's
All right.
better than
A
that one.
13. A 13. All right. Let me make one roll. Oh, you goddamn lucky. I rolled a 2.
Oh, thank God.
So
Get this sword.
So none of them noticed you just yet. They're all fixated on the equipment. You can see they all have these goggles on as they're pouring liquids into some of these machines. One of them is tampering with the machine, just doing his thing. They don't notice you at all.
All right. I'm gonna attempt to put my hand over his mouth and put my sword in his back.
Make me an attack roll.
All right, Houta, we
You
can
have
kill this
advantage
guy.
on your attack roll because you're obviously getting the sneak attack, the drop.
Mm-hmm.
All right, a 19. So that definitely will hit. So deal me your damage.
Let's roll this. Then my sneak attack,
Do your sneak
Of-
attack.
2d6.
All right. So
What's my expertise? I can re-roll that one.
Okay.
So we're re-rolling that one.
That's better. So that's an 11 sneak attack damage and an 11. So 22 total damage. So Houta, tell me how you yoink this motherfucker up.
I sneak up behind him, put my hand over his mouth, and then shove the scimitar in his back, and then drag him backwards.
Okay.
Just-
You hear he just go.
I'm like, shh, shh.
Oh,
shut
that
up."
dude sees Stella with her eyes wide looking through the barrels as he takes his last breath.
And he's just dragging him backwards.
All right. So go ahead and drag him.
Backward came from.
Yep. Okay. So the screaming that the samurai is doing is blocking off any of the sound that they could potentially hear from your stealth attack here. So they don't notice that their ally is just yoinked out. They're too busy working. So that's Hota's turn. It is now going to be the enemies. So unless
Spiritual weapon,
Yome
right?
is doing anything with spiritual weapon.
And knock. You ready?
So you knock on the window.
He gives thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down to her teammates. Yes,
Houta
no?
shrugs. He's just gonna
Yeah.
kill the others if you ain't gonna do nothing.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is it distracts them enough so that we can get down there without having to like. Whoa, that guy just
What?
teleported. What was that?
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, how do you get out of this?
Up here.
He said, "Knock on the door, knock on the door."
Huh?
All right, fuck it. I knock on the window.
All right, so you knock on the window. I'm gonna make. All right, they definitely hear it. They hear it, and the guy in the middle, he just shakes his head and he points his left hand. Go check on that. And the other guy to the furthest south, he turns around. Yeah. And he begins to walk over towards where the summoning circle that you saw was, and he goes towards the window. What does he see? Do you have your spiritual weapon like move out the way, or is it still just floating in front of the window?
What's weirder?
Definitely just it floating.
Just a floating weapon?
Yeah.
There's just a floating halberd out there, like, what's up? Can my weapon see in there? Can I see what my weapon
No.
doesn't have eyes? That's true.
Yeah,
It's just a floating weapon. She doesn't move.
she doesn't have you move it. You don't move it or anything. Okay.
No, because even if I move to the side, then they're gonna go to the door, and that defeats the purpose of the window.
Okay. So he goes up to the window and he sees your floating weapon just
How does
floating
he
out
feel about
there.
that?
He just scratches his head. What the fuck? What the hell is that? And he looks confused, but he doesn't look too worried at this point. But he's gonna not open the window, but he's gonna turn around and begin to walk towards the door. But he doesn't have full movement, so he's not gonna make it there in time. So that is the enemy's turn, and the Yaksha outside are still patrolling, but they don't patrol and come around the corners yet to see you that are still outside. NPCs at this point, Wedge looks at Roroi. Get inside, quick! And Wedge is gonna roll to nat 20. Everyone's getting nat 20s on these
Nice.
windows. Wedge just he looked like he swan dived through the window all elegantly and shit.
I paid to see that movie.
And he rolls out behind Yome. He's all quiet as well. And Ashina will do the same. Let's see if she's able to be stealthy about it. 15, not as stealthy, but she's able to get through just fine. And she comes around the corner behind the wall where everyone else is, so she's not spotted. Roroi, what are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Watch Roy fuck this up.
Don't do that.
You know what?
Oh.
You know what? He trips
Well-
in the window.
Oh.
So, Roy, as you're trying to fit through the window, your armor gets caught on some of the window and you end up tripping. And as you fall into the warehouse, you land on some of the planks or boards that are on the floor, and it creates a loud crunching sound, a cracking sound. And you can tell that the other guy that was in the center of the two, he hears it. Huh? What was that?
Did I do that?
And he notices that the guy that was yoinked up is missing. And he has a question mark over his head like it's Metal Gear Solid. And he begins to walk towards that direction. Well, not yet. When it's his turn, he's going to walk towards that direction. He's coming. You hear him coming. All right, Roroi, you doing anything else?
No. He's going to pick himself up.
Okay. Do you move anywhere? Do you move closer? I mean, you still have movement.
No.
Okay.
He's just going to stay right there.
All right, Stella, it's your turn. You hear the other guy coming towards you, but you've seen Houta just yoink the other guy, and the other guy's going to go. Looks like he's going around to check the door. You're not sure exactly where he's at. You can't see him, but he's definitely preoccupied by the sound of Yome's spiritual weapon.
Okay, so him?
Yeah, he's the only one you can see right now.
All right. Well, Stella is going to put her hand out, and all you can hear is
Ooh. Dissonant whispers. All right. So you whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. So I have to make a wisdom saving throw. I have to beat a 15.
Mm-hmm.
I roll 5, so he fails. So the target takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as fire or pit. Okay, so it takes 8. He takes 8 psychic damage, and he's like, what the fuck? It's not just a box. Ah! And he begins to run as far as he can away from you. So that's towards the summoning circle. And he takes 8 points of psychic damage. He has no idea why he's running away, but he's running away. Anything else, Stella?
Nope.
Okay. Yome, what are you doing?
Run down there.
You gonna run down there?
I mean, I guess.
Okay. So you run around the corner towards
How far is this? Ooh, I can't reach him.
No.
But oh wait, does this guy need any help?
I mean, he's tied to that table, getting fucked up by whatever liquid. I mean, you could take him off the table and unequip all that shit if you want.
Okay.
But just so you know, when you run around there, the other guy's probably going to see you. You're going to be able to see the rest of the warehouse.
2 guys. Yeah,
So,
I mean, I'll take it.
because you don't know what else is there. Okay, so I'll reveal the rest of the map and the warehouse. So this is what you see, Yome. You can see there are other doors in the warehouse that lead to other rooms. And then on to the far east, there's another door that leads outside of the warehouse, the opposite side of the other door. You see the other guy that you tricked with your weapon. He's coming towards the door. He spots you. What the hell? And he sees his friend running away, and he's immediately alerted of your presence. But what do you do now that you see the rest? You don't see the terrifying Yaksha or any Yaksha inside the warehouse, which is good.
I can be good then.
You begin to unhook that guy?
I unhook that guy. I mean, I guess that's like all I can do, right?
Yeah, you can start unhooking him from the machine. As you look down at this samurai, though, you can see his veins are glowing with this green and red and blue color from the liquid that they're pumping into him. And you can see he is stressed. His neck is stretching out, his veins popping out. His eyes are bloodshot wide. He's just in pain.
Oh, it might be too late for him.
And then, I mean, that's all I can do. So then I'm going to have my spiritual weapon come in.
Through the window?
Yeah, it's going to fly in through the window.
All right, yeah, it'll come through the window. With it coming through the window, you're going to have to make a attack roll, technically.
Why?
Because it has
An attack roll?
It has to break through the window.
The window's open.
Did he open it? Did I say he opened it?
Oh, I thought it was like shutters and you had to open it to see out. No?
No, it's like glass window, like a normal.
All right, attack the window. Fuck it.
Oh no.
All right, so you attack the window. Just do your damage. 15's going to hit. your spiritual weapon bursts through the window, and the guy that sees you, your spiritual weapon's behind him now. He turns around after he sees Yome going towards the guy. He's more worried about what's behind him. He sees the spiritual weapon. He just goes,
I'm weak.
I mean, if you just see a girl running towards your experiment and you hear the window burst and you see a weapon floating behind you, I'd be like, what the fuck, too?
Yep.
All right. So that's Yome's turn. Houta, what are you doing?
Houta, none of us back here have been spotted, so Houta is gonna put this man's robes on.
I'm weak.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Childish.
he's gonna put this man's robes on. Keep the hood nice and over his face too.
Okay.
But do I have to roll to take his robe off?
No, you. I'll say it's an action because you're dressing into it,
All right.
but you still have your
And-
movement and bonus action.
Yep. So I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. All right.
Okay. So you run to the center of the warehouse next to Yome.
Yep.
All right.
That'll be enough from you.
I'm done.
Are you trying to talk talk to the other two?
No, he's just gonna stand there.
Oh, okay.
He's just gonna stand there.
All right. So the other enemies, the one that is next to the spiritual weapon, he's freaking out. He turns around and now he sees Houta and Yome. And
With the robe on, he's wearing his friend's robe, so he's trying to camouflage like he was
Yeah.
the other guy that went missing.
So he's just like, we're being attacked, and he's gonna try and get away from the spiritual weapon. He is spineless. He's gonna try and get away to get to the door to escape. So Yome has an attack of opportunity with the spiritual weapon if she wants.
Hey, yeah. So I just rolled the mod? No, I have to roll.
You have to hit first. Hits, roll your damage for 8 force damage. So your spiritual weapon knocks him in the back and he stumbles, but he's not dead, but he makes it to the door and he's trying to unlock the door. The door was locked. He's trying to unlock it now. He's freaking out. The other guy looks around and he does not know what just happened to him. He's freaking out. He just took psychic damage. It hurts. He heard whispers and he was forced to run the other way. And he just looks back at Yome and the spiritual weapon. He is now surrounded and he makes a beeline for the door as well. So they're trying to
Well,
get the fuck
he can
out.
see through my disguise.
Well, he doesn't know it's you. He just
Oh, okay.
they're obviously getting attacked, so he's trying to get the fuck out.
Yeah, I'll do the same when my turn comes.
All right, NPCs come around. You can see Ashino Ruri, she grabs her glaive, she holds it up with both arms above her head, and she starts yelling, "Ah!" and running into there, freaking them out. She's got the look, a stare of death in her eyes, and she's staring at them, giving them this crazy death glare, and they're fucking shitting themselves. They are terrified. They're not fighters, obviously. These guys are alchemists of some kind, maybe scientists, you don't know. Wedge comes around with his weapon as well. He's being prepared to fight anything that comes. And that leaves Roroi. What are you doing?
Yeah, Roy's going to move. I can't move there, can I? Is that like a chest or something in the way?
A wagon kind of thing.
Wagon.
We can move around it. You can't stand on it.
Yeah, he'll move here, I guess. And that's all he can do.
Stella hears it going down.
Oh, no, you don't.
And she's gonna run out. So can I just go through that wall as my distance?
Yeah, I mean, technically you have to go around the wall, so that takes more
Okay, damn
movement,
it.
but you
Yeah.
can make
Just
it past
kinda-
Wedge and still
Okay.
see them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run up there, and the one that's trying to unlock the door, I'm gonna shoot him in the back.
Okay, that's the
My
one.
hand crossbow.
All right, and he's the one that got hit by Yome's weapon. So make me an attack roll for 16. That will hit for 6 piercing damage. How do you kill him?
I shot him in the back of the neck.
As you shoot him in the back of the neck, his ally.
And she goes,
Officer Bogenheim.
The arrow comes piercing through his neck, and it doesn't go through the neck, but the bladed part of the arrow comes out of the front of his neck, and the guy that you scared with your dissonant whispers next to him sees it, and he's freaking out as his ally drops to the ground dead.
is this dude unhooked?
This guy's trying to run.
Yeah, he's trying to get the fuck out.
Okay. Well, no. First, me. Is this guy unhooked now?
Yeah, you've unhooked everything, the equipment from him. He's just
Okay.
lying there. He's I mean, he's not dead, but he's
Does he need like spared to dying? Is basically what I'm asking.
make me a medicine check to see if you can tell. So
I don't have a +6 and I got an 8.
you got an 8. You look down and you can just see again, his veins are popping out, his eyes bloodshot. His body is beginning to contort and shift. Right now, the only thing you know as far as your medicine skills go, he looks like he's a goner. Whatever they pumped him full of, it's reminding you of what they did to the child creature in the sewers. Your mind is quickly rushing to the thought that whatever they did to the child, they're doing to him.
Is there any point in me trying to cure his wounds?
You feel like with an 8, you don't know what you can do for him. It's too late for him.
Waste my time.
Told you.
Kick him. No, I'm just kidding.
Childish.
Waste my time. All right. Well, I guess I drop that motherfucker. I go behind this guy. I whack him.
Okay.
Are we just gonna let him transform?
Hell no.
All
You
right.
guys handle that. This guy's trying to escape.
Oh, he ain't going nowhere.
So I'm gonna do Word of Radiance, I guess.
Okay. What's that do?
You utter a divine word, burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within a range 5 feet must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage.
Okay.
I was trying to get his attention.
You're trying to do that to the guy leaving?
Yeah, the guy's trying to rush out.
All right. I rolled.
You ain't going nowhere, bitch.
I rolled a 10, so I failed.
So that's 1d6.
And he took the
Not
8.
great.
He took 8 psychic damage already from Stella. So
Okay,
he
so
takes
4,
radiant damage. So
radiant
he
damage.
drops to his knees. Ah!
and then my spiritual weapon rushes out the window like a cool witch's broom and then comes around the door. That way, if he thinks he's getting out, he's fucking not.
Damn!
Witch's brew.
I mean, she can change into whatever she wants, so it can transform into a witch's broom and come flying through there.
Super true.
So,
That would be something Isundra would do. Make it a broom.
Nah, that's true. So it's waiting outside the door. The door's not open yet, but it's waiting in case he.
It's fucking waiting.
Okay, Houta, your turn. You can see this guy. He is contorting on the table, shifting around.
I got nothing to set him on fire, but I can kill him. I can put him out of his misery.
Oh man.
Like I say, he is his
tried.
his back is arching. He's on the table. His back's off the table though. He's like I said, his body is shaking and freaking out.
Yeah, he's gonna put him out of his misery. Truly sorry about this. He pulls out. He uses the scimitar and he's gonna cut his head off.
I'll give you an advantage because he's not trying to defend himself. He is whatever's happening. You think he's transforming. Whatever, you have advantage on this attack.
Truly sorry about this, but there's no more I can do for you.
Oof. All right. Make me that damage. 7 slashing
should I-
damage.
I don't know if I could throw my sneak attack damage in there too, just for the extra.
I mean, technically you can. You have advantage on the attack.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So sneak attack damage. So 7 plus 7. So total of 14 slashing damage. How do you kill him?
He cuts his head off, and for that sneak attack damage, he jams the scimitar into his heart.
And
Yeah.
as the head drops to the ground, you can see his red blood oozing from the neck, the decapitated part of his head. And that blood was beginning to change into that black ooze. And you can see it does what the owlbear's head did. It attempts to grab back on, forming hands from his neck, trying to grab onto the body. But you were able to decapitate the head before the transformation was complete.
Oh, okay. He kicks the head away from the body, far away from it.
Okay. It goes rolling towards the summoning circle.
Mm-mm.
No, he's heading for the barrels over here.
Right. Fuck that.
Nice try, man. Nice try.
Mm-mm.
You caught me. Okay. So you kick it towards the barrels to the north.
Oh yeah, they're over there.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. The guy that is between Yome now, he's able to open the door and he sees a weapon and he's trying to run out. You'll have 2 weapon advantage attacks or weapon attack of opportunities on this guy, Yome. if you want to make.
This man's surrounded and he thinks he's gonna walk off.
Well, I'm sorry, you get one attack opportunity because you only get one reaction per round. So either you make the attack or your spiritual weapon makes the attack.
The fuck?
Oh,
Crit his ass.
That's a crit from Yome herself for 10 bludgeoning damage. How do you kill him?
Whack that motherfucker in the head. Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Drag him back inside.
So he doesn't even make it out.
I knock him out and then I drag his feet inside. You guys just see me doing it. Like, what the fuck?
As you slam the back of his head with your mace,
That's mad as shit.
you feel the skull get fractured. You kill him almost immediately, instantly. He drops
Feel
to the
that
ground.
fracture line.
He drops to the ground dead, and that leaves the warehouse completely empty at this point in time. And we'll go ahead and say, with the warehouse empty, it gives you guys a quick opportunity to inspect the area if you decide to do so. But for then and now, we're going to say this ends this episode of Taverns and Caverns.
Reveal the rest of that map.
I can't. It's behind doors. You have to open those doors. Thanks again for listening to another exciting episode of Taverns and Caverns, everyone. If you enjoyed our shenanigans, we ask that you please leave us ratings and reviews on Apple iTunes or any other podcast platform that you use. Also, please be sure to check out the Taverns and Caverns Patreon for exclusive content that you won't want to miss. You can find me on Twitter at HaphazardDM.
Yo, I'm Brad. I play Stella. And you can follow me on Twitter at Blaze_Nancy Bride King or NBK.
I am Robert Jones, and I played Houta Liu-bei. You can find me on YouTube, Trubone, Trubone.
I'm Felicia and I play Yome. You can find me on Insta or Twitter at daggertribal.
I'm Rodimus playing Roroi Royce. You can find me on Twitter at Rodimus7901 or at Instagram at Rodimus83.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Those are all of our players and our cast members for Taverns and Caverns Season 2. Until next time, take care.